What if I told you that working 14 hours a day, burning yourself out, and never taking a break is exactly what's keeping you stuck? You might get angry and say, but everyone says hard work is the secret to success. Why are you telling me to stop? Bear with me for just a couple of minutes, because by the end of this video, everything you thought you knew about the hustle is going to change. Let's start from the very beginning. Deep in the pine forests of the Pacific Northwest, there was a lumberjack camp. One morning, a young, aggressive kid named Paul walked into the camp. Paul was built like a tank. He was young, hungry, and full of pride. He openly challenged the oldest, most experienced lumberjack in the camp, a quiet man named John, to a wood chopping contest. John just smiled and accepted. At the crack of dawn, the competition began. Paul stormed into the woods with his heavy, shiny axe. He didn't stretch, he didn't plan, he just started swinging with absolute fury. Morning turned into afternoon. Paul was drenched in sweat. His muscles were screaming, his hands were blistering, but he refused to stop for even a single second. He thought to himself, if I sit down, the old man will beat me. I have to outwork him. But as Paul was swinging, he noticed something strange. Every hour or so, the sound of John's axe from the other side of the woods would completely stop. Paul grinned. He thought, the old man is tired. He's taking a nap, this is my chance. Paul pushed himself even harder, swinging his axe with double the speed. Throughout the day, Paul heard John stop working at least 5 or 6 times, for 10 to 15 minutes each. Paul was proud of his grind. He was the definition of hustle. Finally, the sun went down. The contest was over. The camp boss came out to measure the piles of wood. Paul collapsed on the dirt, totally exhausted, bleeding, and gasping for air. He looked at his massive pile of wood with absolute pride. He knew he had won. But then, the boss walked over to John's side of the woods. Paul's jaw dropped. John's pile of wood was almost twice the size of Paul's. Paul lost his mind. He yelled, "That is impossible. I didn't stop for a single minute today. I am stronger than you. And I heard you stop to rest every single hour. How could you possibly chop more wood than me? You must have cheated." Old John picked up his axe. He wasn't panting. He wasn't bleeding. He looked at the furious young man and delivered a truth that every one of us needs to hear. John said, "Paul, you are right. I did stop every hour. But what you didn't realize was that when I sat down, I wasn't just resting. I was sharpening my axe." My friends, look at your own life right now. Are you Paul? Are you running yourself into the ground, working 80-hour weeks in your business, your job, or your studies? You sacrifice your sleep, you ignore your family, and yet, you aren't seeing any real progress. You look in the mirror and think, I'm working so hard, why am I not winning? It's because you are swinging a dull axe. Modern hustle culture glorifies the swing. It tells you to just keep hitting the tree. But what it doesn't tell you is that stepping away from the tree is also part of the work. Are you sharpening your axe? Are you reading? Are you learning new skills? Are you taking care of your mental health? Or are you just repeating the same inefficient processes day after day, hoping that sheer force will magically change the outcome? Brute force cannot compensate for a dull blade. If you hit a tree with a blunt axe for 10 hours, you will only bruise the bark. So today, stop blindly swinging, put the axe down, take a breath. Invest time in yourself, sharpen your mind, and you will find that the task that used to take you 10 hours of bleeding will only take you 2 hours of precision. Stop just working hard, start working sharp.